Hey, what's up, guys? It's Marcus Bryce, and I'm back here for another week of wisdom. And my week of wisdom today is going to have two stories in it. And one of the stories is about how we got our first client at Hotspot Media Marketing. It's been a lot of work, but we got our first client, and so it's going to be about that. And the second story is going to be recently an experience I had with my wife this last week. But both stories relate to my wisdom of the week, which is listen to people. Listen. I've realized that too often I do this, that too often when I'm listening to people or whatnot, I'm always thinking of what I'm going to say next, or I'm thinking about what they're saying that might be wrong or whatever it may be. But I tend to think about me and my comments more so than think about them. And that goes back to how we got our first client at Hotspot Media Marketing, which was we listened to them. We proposed the idea, and they had talked around with a bunch of other places, and when we met back up with them, I asked them why they chose us, as to why they wanted to have us do their marketing for their event. And they said, well, we felt like you listened to us and that you knew who we were better than anybody else. So that right there is my first experience with listening, of how it's helped me in my life and in my business. Is we listened to our clients, and they loved that. That's why they chose us. The second one was with my wife recently. This last week we went on a date, and we went to the Jordan River right here in Taylorsville, not too far away. And while we were there, we were talking and walking and doing all these things. And I asked my wife, I said, if you were to be me and have a conversation with you, what would you want it to sound like? I was like, have a conversation with yourself just so I can listen to how you would want me to talk. And there was one thing that stuck out that was really interesting to me, that kind of surprised me. And it was that she didn't ask my opinion for anything. She just wanted me to listen to her. She just wanted me to be willing to listen and acknowledge what she was saying, and know how she felt, and really pay attention to her feelings and who she is. And it was really eye-opening for me. It was really an experience. And that's not to say that my wife doesn't care about what I think, because I know she does. She asks me on occasion. But yeah, I really learned that my wife just wants me to listen to her. That people in this life, they want us to listen to them. They want us to make them feel loved and cared for. They want to know that they're important to somebody, that who they are, what they're doing, what's going on in their life is of value to other people besides themselves. And so the way that I encourage you to practice listening is, in whatever conversation you're having, whatever it may be, try not giving your own opinion during that conversation. You can respond with questions, but try not to say, oh, like, I think this, or this, or something about you. Just try and listen, and then respond to them and ask them more questions. But don't think about yourself. Don't try and involve yourself in the conversation, unless of course they ask you. They might ask you, but practice listening. So that is my week of wisdom for this week and for today.